Okay, now the first thing you're going to want to do as you get ready to do activity 1 is you're going to have to make a preference table from the results of the survey. And I've gathered those results. They're actually in 2 scanned documents. I had to scan 2 separate documents. So if you don't find your initials in one document, look in the other. But the first thing you're going to do is find your initials. So if your initials are HA, this would be your set of data, and this is the ranks that were listed for 18 people on the survey. And we're going to talk about what we're going to do with those in a minute. So I am going to go down to, I made some extras, mainly because some of you didn't get your survey question in quick enough for me to put it on the survey, which means that you will not have results. And so you will need to use some of the extra questions that I made up as your data. And you'll have to use that question as well. So I'm going to use BE6, my initials, of course, Barbara Elsie, and number 6. There are 5 questions that you're allowed to use if you do not see your initials and did not get your survey question in on time. And you will need to use one of those. You will not be able to use BE6 because I'm going to use that for this example. So recognize that you'll have to use one of these others. Do not use this one. You won't get any points for setting up a preference table if you use BE6, since I will already be doing that. All right, now I want to show you what we're going to do with this information that's out to the right. And first, we need to look and see what the question was for BE6. So I pulled up the questions, and if we go down to the survey question for BE6, it was about favorite board games, and the order here is very important. So I had Monopoly listed first, Clue listed second, Scrabble listed third, Risk listed fourth, and Checkers listed fifth. That order that I've listed things is essential. Now, since I've got this document up here, I am just going to write on this document because I'm now going to do abbreviations. I'm going to abbreviate Monopoly with an M from now on. I'm going to, since I have 2 C words, I'll abbreviate Clue with a CL. I'll abbreviate Scrabble with an S, R, a Risk with an R, and Checkers with a C. Or let's make it CH so we don't confuse the Clue and the Checkers. All right, so I have these 5 abbreviations for each of those games. But again, the order is important. Monopoly, Clue, Scrabble, Risk, Checkers. All right, so I'm going to go back to my data. And now, I don't know if it'll let me write on this. No, I'm probably going to have to. I'm going to take a moment and put this data directly into my Word document so I can refer to it and write on it. Okay, so now I've got it glued in here for BE6. It's a little bit small, but I think we can read it, and I can probably just increase the size just a little bit here. Okay, now I'm going to label this in the order that I had the games. So Monopoly on the survey was first, Clue was second, Scrabble was third, Risk was fourth, and Checkers was last. All right, so this person right here ranked Monopoly as their 3rd favorite game, Clue as their 4th favorite game, Scrabble as their 1st favorite game, Risk as their least favorite, and Checkers as their 2nd favorite. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a preference table. Let's also notice if I look at this ranking, 3, 4, 1, 5, 2, and I look over here, there's not any more of them. So there's only one person who had that ranking. So I am going to make a preference table, and I'll just do it by hand right now just to make it a little bit easier. But you can, if you want, make a nicer table in Word. But And I want to put voters, I just didn't have enough room. But we're going to have rankings of first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, of course. And this first person right here, that one person, that's one voter, let's notice what this is going to be in a preference chart. They voted for first place for Scrabble, so Scrabble needs to be in this position. They voted for second place for checkers, so checkers needs to be here. They voted in third place for Monopoly, so Monopoly is here. They voted fourth place for Clue, so that's here. And then last place was Risk with a 5, and that's my R. And I apologize for my bad writing as I try to draw this. All right, now, so I've taken care of that line right there, and it helps you if you've got it printed out to cross it off. And you can do this on paper and take a picture of it for me if you need to. And you might find that easier. Now let's notice again, 3, 4, 2, 5, 1. If I look over here, it seems to be the only listing of that particular set of ranks. So it's, again, only one voter. And if we look at that one voter, that person liked checkers the most. So their first choice is checkers. They ranked Scrabble second. So Scrabble will be in this position. They ranked Monopoly third. So Monopoly is here. They ranked Clue fourth. So Clue is next. And they too, let's see, they ranked, sorry, I'm looking over there, Risk in last place. Risk seems to be unpopular, at least so far. All right, so I've done that one. Now, 3, 2, 1, 4, 5. I think, let's see, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4. That's not quite the same, is it? Nope, that seems to be the only one. So again, one voter. So we'll do, okay, this person likes Scrabble the most. That was their first ranking. Their second ranking was Clue. Their third ranking was Monopoly. Monopoly seems to be continuously in third so far. Their fourth ranking was Risk. And then they liked checkers the least. All right, so we'll knock that one out. Now, this one, let's notice 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. That one's not quite the same. 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. There's 3 of them that are exactly the same. So that's 3 voters that are 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to go ahead and cross out the extra 2, 1, 3, 4, 5s because I've already got them done. Or I'm about to have them done because there'll be this one right here. All right, so first place, they liked Clue the best. Secondly, they liked Monopoly. Third, they liked Scrabble. Fourth, they liked Risk. And then in last place, they have checkers. All right, now let me do one more, and then I'm going to stop because I think that gives you the idea of what you're going to do for your preference table. But let's do one more, and let's see if 1, 3, 2, 4, 5 repeats itself anywhere. No. So there only seems to be one person who chose that particular preferences. All right, so again, this person, their first place choice is M, Monopoly. Their second choice is Scrabble. Their third choice is Clue. Their fourth choice is Risk. And finally, their last choice is checkers. So checkers and risk seem to be less popular. Now you're going to do this, of course I could cross that one out when I'm done, for your entire table. Once you get that preference schedule done, you are not finished with the activity. You want to go after that to the activity sheet. You're going to do all of your voting methods on the preference table that you have created from this data that we have from the survey. All right, so make sure that you don't just stop with the preference table. Go to the activity, follow the directions, make sure you read all of the directions so you get everything done that you're supposed to do for the activity, because it is worth a lot more points than your homework is. So you want to make sure you put some time into this and get it done. And feel free to ask me questions, or I'm sure Maya can help you as well. So good luck, and let me know if you have any questions, if you get stuck on any part of this.